Hello, hello, everybody. Brandon Carey is back, and Chris is not with us today. It is just me. You'll have to deal with me on my own. And we are going back to my roots today. We are playing Astro Bot, which this is not an old game. It's a game from last year. And my roots are in old PS1 era platformers. But this is basically that. This is a PS1 ass platformer in the best way possible. We are going to start over from scratch. Yeah, get rid of this shitty file that I don't need. Yeah! We're gonna start over from scratch. And I obviously have beaten this game. Like, this is not a new game for me. But neither were Crash or Spyro or any of them. Or Jack or Ratchet. Those were all replays. So this will be no different. This is a game that just makes me smile when I play it. Like, yeah, we've played Astro's Playroom before. So we're not, like, unused to these styles of games in this new era. Also, I love the animation here. I love the animation here. I remember Team Asobi, the developers, talked about what they were doing with this game. And something they wanted to do is kind of make the game and the language universal. All of this animation is done like without voice acting. Like, there's no voice at all. It's all done through gesture and pantomime. Okay, with tutorials. The tutorials are all done through pictures and demonstrations, not through like text. And part of that is that they want kids to be able to play this game, and kids aren't really going to end up doing a lot of reading if they can avoid it. So we have been kicked off our PS5 spaceship with a PS5, and I am moving the controller with physically. And obviously I have the HD rumble, the sound coming out of my controller. I don't know if we'll see if there's an option when we get to the gameplay, if we can change this to be in the game audio so that you can hear it better. But trust me when I say this is really fucking cool. That we're hearing all of this out of the PS5 controller. You gotta trust me on that one. No options menu. I see no options, so we're just gonna have to roll with it, which is fine. That's not a big deal. So you recall the Astro's Playroom run. Basically, that entire game took place in the PS5, meaning it took place entirely within the ship. And now that our ship's parts have been stolen by that evil alien man thing, we have to go get them back and save all the Astro Bot crew that was with us on the journey. Simple premise. We're not talking about particularly deep or rich story here. This is one of those PS1 era, this is an excuse to do platforming stuff kind of storylines. There's not a whole lot of complexity here. We're mostly here for the act of playing Astro Bot, which I am all the way here for. I am all the way here for. Found our first galaxy. Gorilla Nebula. Look, the alien has a piece of our PS5, but we need to get it back. We gotta go through these levels first. Let's see, why is this all shrouded in mystery? I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure it out. But oh, oops, we went out. We didn't need to go out. This will probably be close to 100% run. I don't know if we'll do any like the updates or stuff that came out after this game. This game got a lot. This game has a lot of added content that just came in free in patches, and we might do that. I'm not sure. But now. This is the intro level, so we're gonna start. You can obviously we can steer the ship as we touch down into the Sky Garden. So this is a PS1 era platformer. You collect coins. And we got a bunch of like puzzle pieces to find and Astro Bots to collect. Pretty simple, pretty standard, but that's what makes it great. It's really all they needed. There's a lot of things like something they talked about while in interviews for this game is that a lot of levels have these little like particle effects with little particle systems like leaves or leaves here, but we'll see a lot of different other things like coins, sand, and etc. And these exist purely to give players something to to toy with to make use of the game's physics system. Which I find pretty cool. I find that's pretty cool. It's pretty since the target market for this game is 10-year-olds. It's natural that they just want to play around with their toys, and this is a cool little toy to play around in. The first Astro Bot is over here. By punching them, we save them. You save people through violence, as the game teaches you. Over here. So you can see the prompts. Checkpoint. And this guy we can punch still, but he has a ranged attack. This is a fun little thing. Reflect the ball back. And obviously this is the first level, so it's relatively safe. We can die, but this is not a game with lives. This is not like Crash or Spyro where you have X number of lives where you get a game over. This is just a little playground, kind of, where we just wander around, relatively low stakes. Nothing complex. This is teaching us how to jump, because otherwise, if you don't know how to jump, if you don't figure out how to jump, you're not going to be able to get through this. So this is the old school Mario design of teach someone how to play the game by just putting some lit obstacles in their way and making them learn through that. Now we have the pad here, and we learn these are we on this trampoline, and this is teaching us about the beam attack that we have. Again, if you watch me play Astro's Playroom or played it yourself, God forbid, if you didn't play Astro's Playroom and you have a PS5, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go play that game. What's wrong with you? Go play that game. And if you have, then you're probably already used to what you're seeing. This is probably nothing new for you. See, so those electric enemies that we keep passing, they can't be defeated by a punch because they'll shock us. So we have to beam over them to defeat them. And we pull this. Another teaching us the basic tools that we're gonna need for the rest of the game, because they make use of that a lot. And now we can punch this to save this guy, and this is a named character. This is Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. You remember Ratchet, right? I'm sorry, tooled up mechanic. His little buddy has got his back. I like they don't actually say the character's name. They give a little punny little reference to the game they're from. So if you know, you know. Like, I know that's Ratchet. But if, like, you don't know, you don't really, like, it doesn't really need to bother you. Yeah, here we go. We have a little spin attack, but that was just teaching us. Again, basic moves. We're learning how to play the game. A little more particles to play with these balloons here. More little objects, physics objects to play with. Punch this man to save him. Obviously, I missed somebody. Here's a cool thing the game does is the Astro Bots that you save, and the puzzle pieces as well, are shown in the order you could save them. So, because there is like one spot missing, that means we passed a potential saved Astro Bot somewhere. And we'll probably find it. And if we don't, that's fine. Well, we can always come back to find them. But if we don't, we can always come back. But we probably will. Odds are high that we will. Oh, little pocket of air here. Let's see what you're on. Oh, underground hole. Little popping bunnies. I presume if they smash me, then I will die. Oh! It's our missing Astro Bot. She was right there in the water. And this is Rivet from Ratchet and Clank. We have not played in the game she is from on stream. I have played it on my own time. Jennifer Hale is a great performance in that one. Name is escaping me right now, but it's the latest Ratchet and Clank game that she's from. So, like, obviously, you're probably noticing that there's like a little theme to each level. Usually, there's like a theme based for what Astro Bot cameos you'll find. This is Ratchet and Clank themed because it's Ratchet and Rivet. So the new Ratchet and Clank theme specifically. It's one of those little quirks and idiosyncrasies of the game that we'll continue to discover as we proceed. Obviously, like, Astro Bot's an 18+ video game. This game for 11-year-olds. It's probably because I said fuck. And I can't stop from swearing because I'm an idiot. Who can't keep his mouth, who can't watch his mouth. That's probably why it's marked mature, in all honesty. But we are playing Astro Bot. Welcome, Onyx. Got this. Honestly, I liked the Assassin's Creed 3 DLC. Like, no lie, I genuinely enjoyed it. The finale will be posted this week. That was actually my first time playing the DLC for 3 too. Actually, that was my first time playing. I'd never played prior to that run. But I walked away from like 3 and the DLC like shockingly pretty high on both. Like I like Assassin's Creed 3 a lot more than I remember liking it. Same with the DLC. The DLC ends up being shockingly pretty good. Like, no lie. And I was like all set to hate on both when I started playing it, but no, I ended up being pretty happy. Not as happy as Astro Bot makes me, admittedly, but very happy with how that DLC turned out, how that game turned out. Look, it's more Astro Bots. Did we miss any, or are you the next one on the list? You are the next one on the list. Perfection. That's what I want to see. I want to see all of these darling boys rescued in order. I don't want to miss any of them. It's been a few months since I played Astro Bot, so I will probably forget a couple of them. But if I do, it's not a big deal. We'll obviously go back for them. They are. This will be we'll at least complete the stuff that was on the disc at launch, and we'll probably do some of the patch stuff. I'm thinking we'll be doing some of the patch content as well, because I liked a lot of patch content I played, even if it was harder than like the base game. These levels are pretty easy. Like, there are some challenging things in Astro Bot, but these like first few levels are not one of them. It's all the puzzle pieces and all of the Astro Bots, so this is a perfect level. Yeah, there are some devious levels in this game. Don't get that twisted. You're 100% correct. But we are starting out, thankfully, with pretty stuff, and most of the stuff that is on the main plot beat is pretty easy. Oh, I got faked out. That was my bad. You get extra coins if you time exit perfectly, but it's just a little bonus. It's not really mandatory. Let's see if fucking with these stars here gets some bonus, because sometimes it does get us a bonus. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, we have something new at the hub room. We'll do that. We'll do all that when we finish the stage, I think. When we finish this section of the game. Meantime, we can go to Creamy Canyon.